Great.
Nice to meet you.
Well, so have you ever come to Peru, maybe with family or friends?
No, never. First time.
Okay, so it's gonna be your very first time here. How does it feel to be performing here?
Very exciting. First time is always exciting, but yeah, especially like Latin America in general for us is a very exciting, because like yeah, it's more of a, there's more cultural differences and like in a positive way. So we love to experience that. And yeah, we heard you know, a lot of beautiful, great things about all these countries and landscapes and cities and all that. So stoked to at least catch a little bit of that for the first time.
Great. I always travel to Mexico, and I remember, I think in 2022 or 23, I saw Milky Chance is going to be in Mexico City, and I remember I thought,
Hmm.
When will be the day when when they will come to Peru?" And now
Yeah.
the day has come. Yeah, what can fans expect from your live performance in Lima?
Our live performance is very energetic, I would say. It became very energetic, so I would say like if you probably like our music on the album, if you listen to it, it's a little more chill. And so on stage, we're really trying to, to let go and like, yeah, just feel the music, dance, and it's all about, having a good time together and celebrating together. But yeah, it's way more like forward and dancey, I would say.
Yeah, let me congratulate you for Living a Haze. What a great album. Also, Living in a
Thank
Haze
you.
reached the third place in the alternative ranking in Peru by Doble Nueve.
Oh,
It's the only one rock station here.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Di-
exciting. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Well,
That makes me more exciting.
now you know. And did you know you were the number one in Peru with a stolen dance in 2014?
Uh, Maybe not. Probably
Eh,
not.
annual
Okay.
in the annual ranking, you were number one here. What that
Well,
means to you?
I mean, like I always say, it means a lot to us, like just like in terms of, that people all over the world, like actually right from the beginning on with our first album, showed us so much love, uh, and listened to our music. Um, we're very happy and very grateful for that. But like these numbers, like streaming numbers or like number
Yeah,
one here or number two there or like charts, that's always like for me hard to grasp, to understand. But like yeah, like the moment when we play shows, when you come to the city or to your country for the first time, and there's like actual like real people coming to your show and they want to see you, and then this is like, oh, like there's like, yeah, who are all these people, like streaming our music, there must be somewhere, and then you're like, oh, there they are. So yeah, it's great. It's really, it's yeah, very grateful for it.
yeah,
Big privilege.
it's great. So Peruvian people is waiting for you. We we love your music. How do you think
Thank you.
the Milky Chance music has evolved since your first album?
um uh, I don't know if you can describe it properly, but I would say, well, the difference is like when we go to the studio now, we know what we do, kind of like, you know, we learned a lot. We learned a lot at just like the craft, like producing, you know, using, you know, all the stuff that you have in the studio, and also learned a lot about songwriting, I would say. Back then with the first album, in the very beginning, it was more like very like more like a naive approach, like very just like, yeah, we just do this and then we turn them up and see what's happening. And you know, like we didn't know anything pretty much. So it was just like, yeah, trying out uh a lot of things for the first time. So now it's a little more conscious, you know, talking about the creative process, which is also like a challenge sometimes because I feel like, you know, like one of the best things for me, like when you're diving into the creative process or when you're creating any, you know, no matter what, and then like within the process, you're like, oh, I didn't know that we're gonna get there, you know, and then you're like
Yeah.
surprised by the music itself, how it turned out, and you're like, you know, you didn't have that vision before, and then it's just there, and you're like, oh, that sounds cool, you know,
Yeah.
that's yeah, I like
Some,
that.
something I like about Milky Chance music is that you do it so well. Instead, if it's an alternative song or if it's a pop song, how do you balance maintaining your unique sound while also experimenting with new musical ideas?
um I don't know, I think like
You made
it's we're
a Miley
yeah
Cyrus
we're
cover,
yeah
but it's your
we're
sound.
we always yeah, I think it's like a taste kind of thing probably, but we're always trying out new things, and you don't want to like we don't want to repeat ourselves too much, but also like, yeah, it's just like we want to do the music that we like. And yeah, I think it's a mix of that, you know. Also like I think like we don't think about it too much. Like we work very intuitionally in the studio. You know, we don't go in the studio and we're like, let's write a song that sounds like this and like this melted together.
Yeah, you
We
just do it.
we just go for it, go for the flow. So and then something comes out.
That's great.
And
It's an spontaneous way.
yeah, more in a spontaneous way. I mean, also like yeah, within the process you start like, oh, maybe we should go into that direction a little more, or this. We do that, of course, but yeah, I think we're always trying to keep the balance, you know, not overthink it too much. Go with your feeling also, with your intuition. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, the balance is so important. Tell me about your fan base. How do you stay connected with them, especially during times when touring might not be possible? You use social media.
Yeah, I mean, you saw like when COVID hit, you know, when the whole world shut down, the only way to communicate with your fans was via social media and all the platforms.
You like
So we did
using
that.
TikTok, the X,
Yeah,
and yeah, you like it.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean we do that, but it's not like we're not strong at it, you know. I'm not like honestly, I'm not a big fan of social media. It's not in my nature,
Okay.
but it's a good tool to, of course, like to share music, to stay in touch with the people listening to your music. But I'm also like, you know, like the way we get in touch with our fans is through the music, you know, because our fans, they are there because of the music, not because of my nose or my hair,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So it
okay.
is, and for us, it was always all about the music, not about I don't know, like what's in my bag or, you know, all that kind of stuff. Of course, like, yeah, that's like stuff to entertain and like, you know, get in touch or stay in touch while you don't release music and stuff like that. But yeah, most important to me is the music. And then, you know, that's I'm a musician. That's my way to communicate
Yeah, that's the way.
with the world, you know.
That's a great point of view. Clemens, please, could you share a message for the Peruvian fan base?
Yeah, I mean, hello to all our Peruvian fans. We're very, very stoked, very happy, very excited to come to your country for the first time. I think it's gonna be great. We will do our best to, yeah, play a good show for you guys, for everyone who's coming, and yeah, please, yeah, come by and we have a good time together. And thanks for listening to our music. And yeah, we're very happy for you, uh, for having us,
Yeah,
for having you at our fans. So yeah,
great. And the concert is the next month. Well,
yeah.
Clemens, thank you very much for your time. This is the last question. And tell me, what was the last concert that you have attended, but as a fan?
That I went to,
Yeah, as a fan.
O'Malley,
When was it?
like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it was. There was things that I liked about it and things that I didn't like about it, about the show. So it was like mixed, but it was all right. I love his music. It's really good music. But yeah, like the show is like there's space to develop, I would say.
Once again, thank you for your time and see you here in
Thank
Lima.
you.
I will be at your concert.
Thank you, man. Thanks so much for having me.
Great. Thanks. Bye.
Have a good
Bye
one.
bye.
Take care. Bye.